Hello, Sarah from South London Sling Library here. Today we've had rain, snow, sun and clouds. So I wanted to talk a little bit about baby wearing in changeable weather. One of the things that you'll often hear me say is about trying to avoid snowsuits with the risk of overheating, the way they can change the baby's position when they're sitting in the sling. But also the difficulties posed in changeable weather, because you go out and it's freezing cold, and then once you've been out for an hour, actually it's warming up. It's really easy to accidentally overheat the baby. It also, you're slightly more removed from the baby when you're wearing a jacket and they're wearing a big snowsuit. It can be tricky to monitor the baby, to keep an eye on them, but yes, to make sure that they're the correct temperature. Frankie is wearing a pair of leg warmers. They can be a really easy way just to add an extra layer to light layers that he's already wearing before we go out. The other thing that can work quite well is adult, like fluffy bed socks that will fit a baby from toe up to their thigh. So again, that's a really easy way to add an extra layer. Wearing indoor clothes and adding layers over the top makes it much easier when you're out and the weather changes to then add or remove layers as necessary. So that's one way. We're going to look at a couple of other options as well. Another option for bad weather baby wearing. This is a raincoat for a 4 to 6 year old child. I don't find this works with every carrier, but if you've got a carrier where the straps cross over at the back, it's definitely worth trying this if you also have a raincoat that's designed for a small child. So all I'm going to do is take one of the shoulder straps and put it through the sleeve of the raincoat. I'm then going to do exactly the same on the other side. So shoulder strap and sleeve. There we go. And then I'm going to get my baby. I wouldn't recommend picking your baby up like that. So this is my Frankie. Into the carrier raincoat combo, and then find my shoulder strap, and that goes over my shoulder round to the other side of the carrier and clipped in. Same on this side. Shoulder strap over my shoulder, round to the other side, and clipped in. You would get some coverage from rain, and then possibly, if the hood fits as well, you could really help it, but I'm not sure. Yeah, so this doesn't work for every carrier, but it's definitely an option that's worth trying. A really easy way to add layers when you need it, if you're out and about, is a baby wearing cover. This is a universal baby wearing cover, so it will fit over any sling or baby carrier. This is by Bundle Bean, and it's got Velcro stretchy straps on it, so you can literally just take them behind you and stick them down, and then wiggle it up over the baby. You've got another one at the bottom if you felt like you needed the extra strap. And then you can pop a jumper, a jacket, a coat, a fleece, whatever you need to, on for you as well. And that just helps keep the baby toasty warm. It kind of bridges the gap between the edges of your coat, and you're good to go. And then if the weather warms up, or you get on a bus or a train, it's very easy just to drop that layer, even just down to around your waist, so that the baby is a bit cooler while you're on a bus or a train. Or if you go indoors, it's very easy to take all of that off and leave the baby undisturbed. yeah, so you don't have to take them out of the sling to take a snowsuit or a coat or anything off. You can just take your layers off that are over the top of you both and leave the baby undisturbed. That's one option. Another option for when you're out and about is either a baby wearing coat, or some people have a maternity coat that has an extra panel. Baby wearing coat has a zip in it so that you can put the panel in the back when you're back carrying an older baby as well. But for a front carry, you simply pop it on, take the extra panel around your baby, and do it up. And then again, if baby falls asleep and I get home, or I get on a bus or a train or go into somewhere where it's a bit warmer, I just open the zip and take the extra layer off. So it's a really easy way to add and remove the layers without disturbing the baby. So for back carrying, you've got several options. Again, I would always opt for light layers for the two of you, and then layering over the top, because it's easier to add and remove layers as you need to. So you could have a large jumper, cardigan, oversized fleece or something like that. This one's not quite big enough, but it's the biggest one I've got. And just slip it on up to the back of the baby's neck and then over you and get that done up. That would do as a very simple option. You can also use something like the Bundle Beam baby wearing cover, universal baby wearing cover. I've used the elastic straps just to create rucksack style straps, and then I can just bring that up over both of us. Get it stuck on your bottom, baby. There you go. And tuck baby's feet in. One that side, one that side. So that would work as a waterproof, windproof layer for the baby as well. What I find easiest, what worked for us as a family, is the baby wearing coat. This is the Wombat and Wallaby. This is from Wear My Baby. And all I've done is popped the panel in the back of the coat. So I've got a little hole there. And then you can just, try not to knock the mannequin over, swish it around behind you. And there's baby. And I can get that done up. Baby wearing coats aren't cheap. I mean, this one is about 150 something. And to me, as someone who carried a lot, I was either carrying a baby or driving. So for me, it was absolutely worth it. I didn't have another option. So if we weren't in the car and I needed a coat, this was just the easiest thing to do. So the thing is that when you then get on a bus or a train, or if the baby falls asleep and you get home and you don't want to have to disturb them, you can just undo your coat, take your elbow out and lift it off. And there you've got baby undisturbed, you're back in indoor clothes, baby's back in indoor clothes, and you've taken your coat off. So very easy to use. Totally worth the money if you're spending a lot of time with the baby in the sling. It's absolutely the easiest way to deal with our, every season in one day weather in the UK. I hope it helps to see some of those options. If you want to see any of them in person, let me know when you're at the Sling Library and I'll see what I've got to offer. I hope to see you soon. All the best. Bye.